By Terry County Tractor.
Welcome back. Fewer cotton acres are expected to be planted in Texas and across the nation this year. The National Cotton Council recently released its annual early season planting intentions survey. In this week's Focus on Ag, our Parker Schaffner takes a closer look at the numbers and explores the reasons behind this trend.
Because there's not enough demand.
U.S. farmers are projected to plant 9.6 million acres of cotton this year, according to the National Cotton Council. This represents a more than 14% decrease from last year. Walt Haygood, who farms cotton in Hockley County, says most of this change will be in other states.
In the southeast especially, they have alternative crops they can grow, like soybeans and corn, and so they can switch out.
North of Lubbock, Haygood says we could see farmers growing sorghum or corn instead of cotton. This is because they are located closer to dairies and have greater access to water.
But when you get Lubbock South, we're kind of limited to mainly cotton.
Haygood partly blames the lack of demand on unfair trade practices, an issue he says he's faced almost his entire career. He believes countries like China and Brazil are taking advantage of the World Trade Organization.
Well, they don't play by the same rules that we have to play by.
China, a leading cotton producer, is on track to become a high-income country by 2026, according to the World Bank. Despite this, it maintains its developing country status, gaining advantages like lenient trade barriers and extended timelines for trade agreements. This can make Chinese cotton products more competitive globally, impacting U.S. cotton exports.
The other thing is when Trump was in the first time and he put the tariffs on them, 18 months after he put those tariffs on them, he finally got a trade agreement with them, and they were supposed to buy so many billions of dollars worth of cotton.
The 2020 agreement required China to buy an additional $200 billion worth of U.S. goods, including cotton, over 2 years. And while Beijing did increase its purchases, it fell well short of the agreed targets. Last month, Trump announced additional tariffs on Chinese imports to reduce the nearly $300 billion trade deficit with China.
Trump needs to go back and hold their feet to the fire of what they quit doing in 21 when he was out of office, and get them to start fulfilling the commitment that they made to us back then.
In retaliation, China announced a 15% tariff on U.S. agricultural products, including cotton. As a result, cotton futures dropped to around 63 cents per pound, a 4-year low earlier this month. China's shift to Brazilian cotton is also contributing to lower prices for U.S. cotton.
Well, China's worked out a deal to just buy from them because it's so much cheaper for them to buy, because of these unfair trade practices.
While prices have since rebounded, they are nowhere near what's needed to make a profit. Haygood says planting intentions could change between now and planting season, but prices will need to spike for that to happen. For this week's Focus on Ag, I'm Parker Schaffner.
The expected reduction in cotton acreage could have significant implications for the U.S. cotton industry, potentially affecting domestic supply and export markets in the coming years. Another factor impacting demand for cotton is the use of man-made fiber. You can find more coverage on this topic at kcbd.com.